Have you ever felt different from everyone else? Like you're meant for something bigger, something special? Well, you might just be a chosen one, but don't get too excited yet. Being chosen isn't all fun and games. There are 6 important tasks you need to face on your spiritual journey. These tasks will test you, change you, and help you grow into the amazing person you're meant to be. Now, you might be wondering, what's a chosen one? Don't worry, we'll get to that. But first, let's talk about why these tasks are so important. Imagine you're playing a video game, and you're the main character. You know you have a big mission to complete, but you don't know how to use your special powers or where to go next. That's kind of what it's like being a chosen one without knowing about these tasks. You might feel lost, confused, or like you're not living up to your full potential. Here's the thing. If you don't know about these tasks, you might miss out on your true calling. It's like having a superpower, but never learning how to use it. You could go through life feeling like something's missing, like you're not quite fulfilling your purpose. And that would be a real shame, wouldn't it? But don't worry. That's why I'm here. I'm going to guide you through these 6 tasks that every chosen one must face. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear idea of what lies ahead on your spiritual journey. You'll be better prepared to face the challenges that come your way and to embrace your special role in the world. Before we dive into the tasks, let's talk about what it means to be a chosen one. Now, this might sound like something out of a fantasy movie, but it's actually a real spiritual concept. Chosen ones are special people who have a unique purpose in life. They're not better than anyone else, just different. They're here to help others, to make the world a better place, and to spread light and love. Being a chosen one doesn't mean you have magical powers or that you're perfect. In fact, chosen ones often face more challenges than most people. That's because they have a lot of growing and learning to do before they can fully step into their role. It's like being given a really important job, but first, you need to go through some serious training. Chosen ones come from all walks of life. They can be any age, any gender, from any country or culture. You might be sitting there right now thinking, could that be me? Well, if you're feeling drawn to this video, if something inside you resonates with what I'm saying, then yes, it very well could be you. But remember, being a chosen one isn't about being special or better than others. It's about having a deep desire to help, to heal, to make a difference. It's about feeling a strong connection to something greater than yourself, whether you call that God, the universe, or simply a higher purpose. Awakening is the first and perhaps the most important task for a chosen one. It's like waking up from a long sleep and suddenly seeing the world in a whole new way. During awakening, you start to realize that there's more to life than what meets the eye. You begin to sense that you have a special purpose, even if you're not sure what it is yet. Awakening can happen in many different ways. For some people, it's a sudden, dramatic experience. They might have a vivid dream, a near-death experience, or a moment of intense clarity that changes everything. For others, it's more gradual. They might start noticing strange coincidences, feeling more connected to nature, or becoming more sensitive to the emotions of others. Here's an example of how awakening might happen. Let's say there's a woman named Sarah. She's always been a kind person, but she's also been focused on her career and her own life. One day, she's walking in the park when she sees an old man fall on the path. Without thinking, she rushes to help him. As she helps him up, their eyes meet, and suddenly, Sarah feels a wave of emotion wash over her. In that moment, she realizes that helping others is what truly makes her happy. She feels a deep connection to the old man, to the trees around her, to everything. It's like she's seeing the world clearly for the first time. That's awakening. It's a shift in perception that opens your eyes to the interconnectedness of all things. You start to see the world not as a bunch of separate parts, but as one big, beautiful whole. And you realize that you have a role to play in that whole. Now, awakening can be exciting, but it can also be scary and confusing. You might start questioning everything you thought you knew. You might feel different from the people around you, like you don't quite fit in anymore. This is all normal. Remember, you're starting a new journey, and like any journey, it takes time to adjust. Here's a simple tip to help with your awakening. Start paying attention to the little things. Notice the beauty in a flower, the kindness in a stranger's smile, the peace in a quiet moment. These small observations can help you stay connected to that sense of wonder and purpose that comes with awakening. Awakening is just the beginning, though. Once you've opened your eyes to this new reality, you need to face your fears. And that brings us to our second task. After you've awakened to your spiritual path, the next big challenge is facing your fears. This isn't just about being brave in the face of danger. It's about looking deep inside yourself and confronting the things that scare you most. These could be fears about your own abilities, fears of failure, or even fears of success. Facing your fears is crucial for a chosen one because fear can hold you back from fulfilling your purpose. It's like trying to drive a car with the parking brake on. You might move forward a little, but you'll never reach your full speed or potential. Let me share a story about facing fears. There was once a young man named Alex who knew he had a gift for healing. He could ease people's pain just by laying his hands on them. But Alex was terrified of standing out, of being different. He worried that people would think he was weird or crazy. So he kept his gift hidden, only using it when no one was around. One day, Alex's best friend got into a terrible accident and was in a lot of pain. Alex knew he could help, but he was scared. What if it didn't work? What if people laughed at him? But seeing his friend suffer gave Alex the courage to try. He took a deep breath, placed his hands on his friend, and focused all his energy on healing. To everyone's amazement, his friend's pain eased almost immediately. That moment changed everything for Alex. He realized that his fear of being judged was small compared to the good he could do with his gift. From that day on, he started using his ability openly, helping as many people as he could. This story shows us that facing our fears can open up incredible possibilities. It's not easy, and it doesn't happen overnight. But each time you confront a fear, you grow stronger and more confident in your abilities as a chosen one. Here's some encouragement for you. Remember that everyone feels fear, even the bravest and most spiritual people. The difference is that they don't let fear stop them. They feel the fear and do what they need to do anyway. You could do this too. Start small. If you're afraid of speaking up, try sharing your opinion in a small group first. If you're scared of using your gifts, practice with close friends or family who support you. Also, remember that it's okay to be scared. Fear is a natural part of growth. The goal isn't to never feel fear, but to learn how to move forward despite it. Each time you face a fear, no matter how small, celebrate it. You're one step closer to becoming the chosen one you're meant to be. Facing your fears leads naturally to our next task, learning to trust. Because once you've confronted your fears, you need to learn to trust in yourself, in your abilities, and in the path ahead of you. After you've faced your fears, the next big task is learning to trust. This might sound easy, but for many chosen ones, it's one of the hardest things to do. We're not just talking about trusting other people, although that's part of it. We're talking about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and trusting the journey you're on. Learning to trust is super important for chosen ones. Why? Because as you step into your role and start using your gifts, you'll often be guided by your intuition or by signs from the universe. If you can't trust these signals, you'll constantly second-guess yourself and might miss out on important opportunities. Let's break this down a bit. First, there's trusting yourself. This means believing in your own abilities, trusting your judgment, and having faith that you can handle whatever comes your way. It's about knowing that you were chosen for a reason, even if you don't fully understand that reason yet. Then there's trusting your intuition. You know that little voice inside that sometimes tells you to do something, even when it doesn't make logical sense. That's your intuition, and for chosen ones, it's like a superpower. Your intuition can guide you to the right people, the right places, and the right decisions. But it only works if you trust it and act on it. Finally, there's trusting the journey. This is about having faith that everything is happening for a reason, even when things get tough. It's believing that the universe or God or whatever higher power you believe in has a plan for you, and that all your experiences, good and bad, are helping you grow and prepare for your mission. Here's an example of how trusting your intuition might work. Let's say you're walking home one day and you get a sudden urge to take a different route. It doesn't make sense. Your usual way is quicker and you're tired. But the feeling is strong, so you decide to trust it. On this new route, you bump into an old friend you haven't seen in years. As you chat, you realize this friend needs exactly the kind of help you can provide. If you hadn't trusted your intuition, you would have missed this opportunity to make a difference. Learning to trust isn't always easy, especially if you've been hurt or disappointed in the past. But it's a crucial skill for chosen ones. Here's a small exercise you can do to practice trust. Every morning when you wake up, take a few deep breaths and say to yourself, I trust that today will bring me exactly what I need. Then throughout the day, pay attention to the little things that happen. Maybe a stranger smiles at you when you're feeling down, or you find the perfect parking spot when you're running late. These small moments are like the universe winking at you, showing you that you're supported and guided. Another way to build trust is to start making small decisions based on your intuition. Maybe you have a gut feeling about which book to read next or which route to take to work. Follow these hunches, even if they seem silly. Over time, you'll start to see how often your intuition leads you in the right direction. Remember, learning to trust is a process. It won't happen overnight, and there will be times when your trust is tested. That's okay. Each challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your faith in yourself and in your path. As you learn to trust, you'll find that doors start to open for you. Opportunities will appear, often in unexpected ways. You'll feel more confident in your abilities and more connected to your purpose. This trust will be your foundation as you move forward on your journey as a chosen one. Now, trusting yourself and your intuition is important, but being a chosen one isn't just about you. It's about how you use your gifts to help others. And that brings us to our next task, serving others. Now that you've awakened, faced your fears, and learned to trust, it's time to focus on one of the most crucial aspects of being a chosen one, serving others. This task is at the heart of your spiritual journey. After all, chosen ones aren't chosen just for their own benefit. They're chosen to make a difference in the world. Serving others might sound simple, but it's actually a profound and transformative practice. It's not just about doing good deeds, although that's part of it. It's about shifting your focus from yourself to the needs of those around you. It's about using your unique gifts and abilities to help make the world a better place. Why is serving others so important for chosen ones? Well, it's through service that you truly step into your role and fulfill your purpose. It's like a musician who practices for years. All that practice only really matters when they start performing for others, touching people's hearts with their music. In the same way, your spiritual growth and abilities find their true purpose when you use them to help others. Serving others can take many forms. It doesn't have to be big or dramatic. Maybe you have a gift for listening, and you use that to support friends going through tough times. Or perhaps you're good with animals, and you volunteer at a local shelter. Maybe you're a natural teacher, and you find ways to share your knowledge with others. The key is to find ways to serve that align with your unique gifts and passions. Here's an example of how serving others can work in everyday life. Let's say there's a chosen one named Maria. She's always been good at understanding complex ideas and explaining them simply. One day, she notices that her coworker is struggling with a new computer system. Instead of just focusing on her own work, Maria takes the time to sit with her coworker and patiently explain how the system works. Her coworker is grateful and feels much more confident. Maria realizes that she can use her gift for explanation to help others in many ways, both at work and in her personal life. Serving others isn't just good for those you help. It's also incredibly rewarding for you. When you serve others, you'll often find that you receive much more than you give. You might experience a deep sense of fulfillment, newfound purpose, or unexpected blessings in your own life. It's like the universe responds to your generosity by opening up new opportunities for you. Volunteer at a local charity or community organization. Offer to help a neighbor or friend with a task they're struggling with. Share your knowledge or skills by teaching or mentoring others. Perform random acts of kindness, like paying for a stranger's coffee or leaving an encouraging note for someone. Use your spiritual gifts like healing or intuition to support those in need. Remember, serving others doesn't mean neglecting yourself. In fact, taking care of yourself is important so that you have the energy and resources to help others. It's about finding a balance between self-care and service to others. As you practice serving others, you'll likely notice changes in yourself. You might become more compassionate, more patient, or more aware of the interconnectedness of all beings. These changes are part of your growth as a chosen one, helping you become the person you're meant to be. Serving others is a lifelong practice. It's not something you do once and then you're done. It's a way of life, a constant awareness of how you can use your gifts to make a positive difference in the world. As you continue on your journey as a chosen one, let service be your guiding star, always pointing you towards ways you can help and heal others. As you progress on your journey as a chosen one, you'll start to become more aware of the energy all around you. This brings us to our next important task, mastering energy. Now, when we talk about energy, we're not talking about the kind that powers your phone or lights up your house. We're talking about the subtle, invisible energy that flows through all living things. Mastering energy is a key skill for chosen ones because it allows you to interact with the world on a deeper level. It's like learning a new language, the language of energy. When you can speak this language, you can communicate with the universe in powerful ways. So, what does energy mastery mean in simple terms? It's about becoming aware of the energy within and around you and learning how to work with it. This includes things like sensing the energy of different people or places, clearing negative energy from yourself or your surroundings, and even channeling positive energy to help heal or inspire others. Here's an example of how energy mastery might work in everyday life. Imagine you walk into a room where two people have just had an argument. Even if no one tells you about the argument, you might feel a heaviness in the air or a sense of tension. That's you picking up on the energy left behind by the conflict. With practice, you could learn not only to sense this energy, but also to help clear it, making the room feel lighter and more comfortable for everyone. When you start to get a handle on your energy, you might notice some interesting changes. You might find that you're more sensitive to the moods and feelings of others. You might start to notice how different places have different energy, like how a forest feels peaceful and rejuvenating, while a busy city street might feel exciting but also draining. You might also become more aware of your own energy and how it changes throughout the day. Maybe you notice that you feel energized and clear-headed after meditating, or that you feel drained after spending time with certain people. This awareness can help you make choices that keep your energy balanced and strong. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, letting your body relax. Imagine there's a ball of warm, glowing light in the center of your chest. With each breath, imagine this light growing stronger and spreading throughout your body. As you exhale, imagine you can direct this light out through your hands. Open your eyes and hold your hands out in front of you, palms facing each other. Slowly move your hands closer together and then further apart, paying attention to any sensations you feel between your palms. You might feel a slight warmth, tingling, or pressure between your hands. This is you sensing your own energy field. Don't worry if you don't feel anything right away. Like any skill, this takes practice. As you get better at working with energy, you'll find that it helps you in many aspects of your life. You might become better at setting boundaries, protecting yourself from negative influences, or creating a positive atmosphere around you. You might even develop healing abilities, using energy to help others feel better physically or emotionally. Remember, mastering energy is a gradual process. It's not about reaching a certain level and being done. It's about continuously learning, growing, and refining your skills. Be patient with yourself, and don't be afraid to explore different techniques or practices to find what works best for you. As you work on mastering energy, you'll find that it ties into all the other tasks we've discussed. It can help you face your fears, deepen your trust in your intuition, and enhance your ability to serve others. It's a powerful tool in your journey as a chosen one, helping you to more fully step into your role and fulfill your purpose. We've come to the final and perhaps most important task for chosen ones: embracing your mission. This is where everything we've talked about comes together. It's about discovering your true purpose and fully committing to it. This task is ongoing. It's not something you do once and then you're done. It's a lifelong journey of growth, service, and self-discovery. Embracing your mission starts with figuring out what your mission actually is. For some chosen ones, this might come as a sudden revelation. For others, it's a gradual process of uncovering their purpose bit by bit. Your mission is unique to you. It's the special way that only you can contribute to making the world a better place. Here's the thing about your mission: it's not always what you expect. Sometimes people think being a chosen one means they have to do something huge and world-changing, like becoming a famous spiritual leader or solving all the world's problems. But that's not necessarily true. Your mission might be something quieter but no less important. Maybe you're meant to be a loving parent who raises kind, conscious children. Or perhaps you're meant to create art that touches people's hearts and opens their minds. The key to discovering your mission is to listen to your heart. What makes you feel alive? What kind of activities make you lose track of time because you're so absorbed in them? What issues or causes do you feel passionate about? These can all be clues pointing towards your mission. Let me share a story about embracing your mission. There was once a chosen one named James. He had always felt different, like he had a special purpose, but he couldn't figure out what it was. He tried different jobs and hobbies, but nothing felt quite right. Then one day, he volunteered at a local animal shelter. As he worked with the animals, something clicked. He felt a deep connection with them, especially the ones that were scared or hurt. He realized that his mission was to help animals heal and find loving homes. From that day on, James dedicated himself to animal rescue work. It wasn't always easy, but he felt fulfilled in a way he never had before. Embracing your mission isn't just about figuring out what it is. It's also about fully committing to it. This can be scary. You might doubt yourself or worry about what others will think. You might face challenges or setbacks. But remember all the tasks we talked about before? They've all been preparing you for this moment. Your awakening opened your eyes to the possibility of a greater purpose. Facing your fears gave you the courage to step into the unknown. Learning to trust helped you have faith in yourself and your path. Serving others showed you the joy of making a difference. And mastering energy gave you the tools to work on a deeper level. Now, it's time to bring all of these together and fully embrace your mission. This means making choices that align with your purpose, even when it's difficult. It means using your gifts and abilities in service of your mission. It means continually growing and learning so you can fulfill your purpose more effectively. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Imagine yourself at the end of a long, fulfilling life. You feel content and satisfied. Now ask yourself, what did I do that made me feel so fulfilled? What contribution did I make to the world? What was I known for? Let the answers come naturally, without forcing them. These answers can give you clues about your mission. Remember, embracing your mission is a journey, not a destination. Your understanding of your purpose might evolve over time, and that's okay. The important thing is to stay open, keep growing, and always strive to use your unique gifts to make a positive difference in the world. As you embrace your mission, you'll likely find that everything in your life starts to align. Things that once seemed like obstacles become opportunities for growth. Challenges become chances to use your gifts. And through it all, you'll feel a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. Being a chosen one isn't always easy, but it's incredibly rewarding. By embracing your mission, you're not just transforming your own life, you're helping to transform the world. And that, after all, is what being a chosen one is all about. Now that we've explored all 6 tasks that chosen ones must pass, let's take a moment to see how they all fit together. These tasks aren't separate challenges. They're all connected, forming a path of growth and transformation. Think of it like climbing a mountain. Awakening is like realizing you're at the base of the mountain and feeling the call to climb. Facing your fears is taking those first challenging steps up the steep slope. Learning to trust is finding your balance and rhythm as you climb higher. Serving others is stopping to help fellow climbers along the way. Mastering energy is learning to breathe properly and conserve your strength for the journey. And embracing your mission is reaching the summit and seeing the view, understanding why you were called to climb in the first place. Each task builds on the ones before it. Your awakening gives you the awareness to face your fears. Facing your fears builds the courage you need to trust. Learning to trust opens your heart to serve others. Serving others helps you understand and master energy. And mastering energy gives you the tools you need to fully embrace your mission. But here's the thing. This journey isn't a straight line. You don't complete one task and move on to the next, never to revisit it. Instead, you'll find yourself cycling through these tasks again and again, each time at a deeper level. You might have multiple awakenings throughout your life, each one opening your eyes a little wider. You'll face new fears as you grow and take on bigger challenges. Your ability to trust will be tested and strengthened over time. This cyclical nature of the journey is actually a good thing. It means you're always growing, always evolving. Each time you cycle through these tasks, you become a little wiser, a little stronger, a little more in tune with your true self and your purpose. So, what does it look like to live as a chosen one, moving through these tasks? It's about being aware, being open, and being willing to grow. It's about making choices that align with your higher purpose, even when those choices are difficult. It's about using your gifts and abilities to make a positive difference in the world. Living as a chosen one doesn't mean your life will always be easy or perfect. You'll still face challenges and setbacks. You'll still have days when you doubt yourself or feel lost. But you'll have the tools and the awareness to navigate these challenges. You'll understand that every experience, good or bad, is an opportunity for growth and learning. Start each day with intention. Take a few moments each morning to connect with your purpose and set your intention for the day. Practice mindfulness. Stay aware of your thoughts, feelings, and energy throughout the day. This awareness will help you make choices that align with your higher self. Look for opportunities to serve. Whether it's a small act of kindness or a bigger commitment to a cause you believe in, find ways to make a positive difference every day. Keep learning and growing. Read books, attend workshops, meditate, or whatever helps you continue to expand your awareness and skills. Connect with like-minded people. Surround yourself with others who support your growth and understand your journey. Take care of yourself. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Make sure you're taking care of your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. Stay open to guidance. Pay attention to your intuition, to signs from the universe, to the wisdom of others. Guidance can come in many forms. Reflect regularly. Take time to look back on your experiences and see how they've helped you grow. Celebrate your progress and learn from your challenges. Living as a chosen one is about balance. It's about balancing your spiritual growth with your everyday responsibilities. It's about balancing your service to others with self-care. It's about balancing your higher vision with practical action in the world. As we wrap up our exploration of the 6 tasks chosen ones must pass, I want to leave you with a few final thoughts. First, remember that being a chosen one isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about recognizing that you have a unique purpose and committing to fulfilling that purpose. Everyone has the potential to be a force for good in the world. Chosen ones are simply those who have awakened to this potential and chosen to act on it. Second, don't get too caught up in the label of chosen one. What matters is not what you call yourself, but how you live your life. Are you striving to grow and improve yourself? Are you using your gifts to help others? Are you trying to make the world a better place? If so, you're on the right path regardless of what you call it. Third, be patient and kind with yourself on this journey. Growth takes time, You won't master all these tasks overnight, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward, keep learning, keep trying. Finally, remember that you're not alone on this journey. There are others out there like you, seeking to fulfill their purpose and make a positive difference in the world. Reach out, connect, share your experiences. We're all in this together. Whether you're just starting to awaken to your purpose or you've been on this path for a while, I hope this exploration of the 6 tasks has given you some insights and inspiration for your journey. Remember, the world needs your unique gifts and perspective. By embracing your role as a chosen one and working through these tasks, you're not just transforming your own life, you're helping to transform the world. So go forth with courage, with compassion, and with the knowledge that you have an important role to play in the unfolding story of our world. Your journey as a chosen one is just beginning, and the possibilities are endless. Trust in yourself, trust in your path, and know that you have the power to make a real difference. The world is waiting for your light. It's time to let it shine.